Welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons Online, the B-side, where we do our pay-to-play quests. We're getting back in here in the Isle of Dread for Part 2. Part 2 according to the quest line. We're technically on like Part 3 or 4, the way I've been recording, but Part 2. Alright. So to get this half of the chain started, we come over here and talk to this stack of cups on the top of the stairs here. Mirror of the Hawk. That is a lot of text. I'm not reading that. Let's talk about the first monolith. In the vile tongue, Quamak. Realizing as I go, I'm having a hard time reading these. So I will be doing these quests in story order and not necessarily geographical order according to the map. So there's going to be a lot of running around. I think from this point onward, these quests are getting to be very long. Very, very long. Very, 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 very long. So I might only be able to get 1 or 2 quests per video now. So we're going to start here with Quamak. Dread Monolith, Vile Tongue. Owen Reeve, Crab Island. So before I head there, how is our hireling doing? Oh, we have a fresh contract. Not even unsealed. Alright, so this door right here. I say door, it's a boat. If you have your mouse around, you can see the physical boundaries of the invisible door that leads to this quest. I'm going to click it. I can only access these quests on normal. That's just a limitation of my budget. So, here we go. Let's get Blur and Night Shield, and let's give Fergus Blur as well. Do I have any other spells or buffs? Nope. Mostly debuffs. Cool.
You arrive on the shore of this small island. In the distance, you can see the Kopru's encampment, a fortified stone structure built into a natural rocky enclosure. Just ahead, you spot the man you were sent to meet, Owen Reeve, a former slave who has been freed from the Kopru's mind control.
Crab.
Owen Reeves informs you that the curse monolith is protected by a gigantic crab. Yet the Kopru also fear the dark energies protecting the crustacean, and so they have developed a defense mechanism to wrangle the beast.
Alright, so if you want to fight the crab and just finish the quest quickly, just go down this path here. I'm actually going to take a different path. I'm going to go the other way. That's Fergus teleporting. A little bit of swim. Alright, so behind the arena is this optional encounter here. It's easy to miss. Now, I tore through that thing pretty quickly, but on Elite and especially the higher, like when you start getting to Reaper 2 and 3, that thing will tear you to shreds. Intelligence and Spot, I don't need it, but I have an Artificer who might like that. One of the perks of having multiple characters is that they don't necessarily have to just be bank space if you don't want them to. You can actually have them use those items passing around. It's fine. They can be other characters to play as. It's fine. They don't have to exist just to be in a bank.
You approach a group of guards who stand at attention before the gate. When they see you, they charge forward.
Okay. So this next encounter is easier with a group because you can multitask. Since I'm soloing this, I have to basically bounce between tasks. What we have here is a crab, several targets, and several trebuchets. These trebuchets, though, are not armed. They need to be. So in front of each trebuchet is a puzzle, a simple lever puzzle, and then another lever to actually fire that darn thing. I believe this is to simulate loading it without actually having to make you actually load it. So the crab will appear.
Enter the natural stone enclosure. Inside, you notice 4 ballistas along the perimeter, each aimed at the giant crab. Behind it, you see the cursed monolith in the hands of a tall statue. You overhear a conversation between a Kopru lieutenant and a guard.
Use caution,
Says the Kopru.
make sure the beast remains calm. The safety of the monolith depends on it. We cannot let it remain unprotected for even a minute.
The Kopru suddenly turns toward you.
Intruders! We cannot allow them near the ward. Minions, rally and charge! Beware the crab. We shall detain it after we take care of these foolish outsiders.
A mystic barrier shimmers into being and bars you from exiting the arena. The crab emerges from the sand. It rears up, exposing its belly. Now is your chance to immobilize the beast.
Okay, this is gonna keep going. So it will appear in front of a target. Fire the corresponding trebuchet at the beast to break its barrier. I gotta go in and clear up those guards. But first,
The crab emerges from the sand. It rears up, exposing its belly. Now is your chance to immobilize the beast.
yeah, I didn't want to stand in that. So there's a little circle where the crab appears around him, or a big circle rather. You do not want to be standing in that when it lands.
The Kopru lieutenant crumbles at your feet. The rogue hits the ground with a thud and remains still. The crab emerges from the sand. It
Alright,
rears
crab's
up,
over there.
exposing its
Solve
belly.
this puzzle.
Now is your chance to immobilize the beast.
I'm gonna focus on.
Officer appears,
Wow,
along
hi.
with a slew of reinforcements. Kopru lets out a garbled cry before slumping.
I'll turn you to active, Fergus. Oh, I don't want to be getting that.
The crab emerges from the sand. It rears up, exposing its belly. Now is your chance to immobilize the beast.
Okay,
A group of reinforcements enters the arena.
so I want to focus on arming the trebuchet first. Just being not near the crab at all.
The crab emerges from the sand. It rears up,
So this
exposing its belly.
is
Now is your
blue.
chance to immobilize the beast.
This is for. I didn't even see which target that was. That might have been it. That was one. It was in front of one. Okay. I need to see where the crab's coming up next so it can be. That's green. Oh, if I can arm this quickly, I can shoot the crab now.
The crab emerges from the sand. It rears up, exposing its belly. Now is your chance to immobilize the beast. The bolt careens into the crab's underbelly, knocking it off balance and stunning it. The force fields surrounding both the crab and the monolith fade away.
Poke.
The crab shakes out of its daze, righting itself with a great effort. Upon sensing you, it raises its pincers to attack. Your final blow topples the crab. For good this time.
Ow. Yeah, that was a bit scuffed, but that's basically how to do the fight. I believe on higher difficulties, you might have to do that more than once, or you might just simply have to survive until you can poke at it. Literally poke at it. And now we can attune to the dread monolith of not fucking too good.
You touch the monolith and feel a jolt of energy as the attunement is bestowed upon you.
Now this appears in the debuff spot. Just so you can actually see that you have it, because otherwise it's going to get lost in your pile of buffs here at the top, especially if you're in a guild. This only appears here in the Isle of Dread while you're in here. If you go anywhere else, this will disappear. But when you come back, it'll come back too. This stays until you spend it here. And there is a way to spend it. I don't know if I want to cover that yet. I think I know what I'm going to do with that, but I'll show you what I mean when we get there. And what do we get? We got a bunch of arrows. Arrows of Elfbane. Not a lot that I'm interested in here. This one. Poison warded? Tempting. Mighty Gloves of Bashing. Well, I know a character in a completely different server that might be interested in those. What? I already have a Wand of Expeditious Retreat. This level. It doesn't say what. Let's cast level 1. So the one that I have is actually better. Let's take the Poison Warded one because it's got a blue border. Alright, where to next? Dread Monolith of the Broken Body. Wow, these are names. Anakin the Pirate Hunter. Okay. Olives. Okay, Pirate's Point. Gotcha. Ow. Alright, so from the village, we have to go all the way... Okay, most of the way north, along the northern wall here. And because I do have Fergus on a timer, it's time to summon him. Alright, meet you over there. If anything interesting happens, I'll cut to it.
I am Vecna, the Whispered One, God of Secrets. Over the eons I have done much and seen more. Conquered worlds, transcended death, ripped divinity from the hands of the gods themselves. Yet, I have only begun my true mission. Secrets. They surround us. Hidden in deep shadows, obscure corners, hidden worlds. Secrets that promise knowledge, control, power. Even I do not possess them all, God though I am. That will change. I am building my collection. The Corporal, too few and too stubborn. They can only be relied on to move the island. For other tasks, I call upon pirates. Pirates are easily recruited from any world we visit, and easily motivated with a handful of platinum and a bauble or two. They care nothing about secrets. This makes them the perfect tools for me. The most valuable treasures the pirates bring me are the people I specify. Mad visionaries, audacious intellects, world-shaping personalities, and
bring them here and add them to my collection. Then I set out to discover their secrets.
Ah, finally, Pirate's Point. Anyone following me? Yeah. Okay. You can tell it's Pirate's Point because there's pirate flags. The Jolly Roger. I think. Yeah. Level 7.
A group of pirates surrounds a man matching the description of Doran of the Hawk. When Doran looks up from his forced labor, noticing you approach, his face glows with hope. The last of the pirates holding Doran captive have been defeated. Doran waits for you to come speak with him.
Alright. What are we gonna do? Race the alarm. Break it.
Doran says that to get inside the pirate camp, you'll need to sound the camp's alarm, then fight your way past the guards. Once inside, you'll need to find the Commodore's hut, where the monolith is kept. He also said that many islanders have been captured by the pirates, and asked you to free them.
Go. Go. Ah, hi. Alright. So, notice the purple Kool-Aid here. You don't want to be swimming in that.
This totem radiates malevolent energy. Destroying all of these will remove the evil enchantment from the waters of this cove.
Yep. Let's use our spellcraft. There we go. Let me in, let me in.
Gong rings out. The massive gate nearby pushes open as guards rush out of it. With the gate guards defeated, the inner compound is yours to explore. Time to find the Commodore's hut.
You gotta do sweeps occasionally as I go, because sometimes they sneak up on you.
The ship is in port to be resupplied. It would be a shame if something were to prevent the pirates from completing their work. The ship's quartermaster stares shocked for a moment, then runs to the gong on deck and rings it. Reinforcements spring forth to attack.
Stealth in this game makes no sense. What do you mean they can disappear from plain view while I'm staring directly at them, but I can't do the same thing to them? Preposterous. Anyway, was there a chest or anything here? Or am I just emptying a ship out, I guess? As I'm just emptying the ship out. Got it. Alright, there are more prisoners here. And also, yeah, these limbo bars play havoc with your camera. Mwah. 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 I should just hit him with web. Spellcraft. There we go. Ow. That hurt. Fergus, please. I'll take the outside edge first.
As the final totem is dealt with, the haze over the cove fades. It's safer to enter the water now. That would be really fun if there's actually a prize or something for that. Let's double back. I think there's more folks over here to rescue. Ow! My butt. Anyone up here? No, okay. A single pirate stands inside the taming pen, surrounded by dinosaurs, cowering you. When he spots you, he shouts a command. The dinosaurs jump to obey. Tamer Zahn aspires with a whimper. These pirates won't be taking advantage of any more trained dinosaurs from now on.
Sword-crossed topaz. Oh! Man, if only I had a melee character on the B-side teams. Because that is another rule I have for the A side, the free-to-play team, is that I can only use things I get from free-to-play or from the events that happen. Since this is the pay-to-play team, though, they're fine using it. I just don't have a character that needs that double strike gem. Alright, now for extra fun. You can get them to step on their own trap. I like that. That's interesting. I sometimes don't get trap parts from these. Uh-huh. I'm out of spell points almost.
As you approach the Commodore's hut, a pirate with a commanding presence appears. When she spots you, she quickly locks the door behind her and commands her guards to attack. You've defeated Captain Kira and her guards. You retrieve the key and unlock the door she guarded. The way into the Commodore's quarters is clear.
But first, mushroom. Is there anything up here? Don't think so. Okay. Alright, so this is the last area to check for.
The Commodore has stashed the monolith that you are here to find somewhere inside this place.
Alright, this is the last area to check for prisoners. So if I'm missing any, I gotta backtrack.
A door nearby grinds open.
Alright, I think that's all the prisoners. Alright, this next area. This next section is going to be a bit rough. Look, Svelte is very powerful as an attacker, but she does nothing against traps, so.
Commodore Elena snarls as you enter the cave. You won't lay a hand on the monolith or a single coin of my treasure. Prepare to join my crew as a walking corpse. Commodore clicks her tongue in frustration before calling for her tamed beasts. Even more visibly frustrated, Commodore Elena draws her blade, summoning forth undead to assist her in battle. The Commodore collapses, defeated. The magical barrier blocking the access to her treasury fades as well. The monolith lies within.
Ah. Touch crystal.
You've attuned to the monolith. You're one step closer to bypassing the curses protecting the Forbidden Temple. One step closer to leaving the Isle of Dread.
Interestingly, I don't see the attunement of broken body here. So it appears we might have been saved from the attunement of arthritis. Interesting. Eh. believe I can walk out through this door here now. Yeah. Was it faster to recall out? Probably about the same. Was it faster to dimension door out? Probably yes. Speaking of which, something funny. Dimension door takes you back to the place you entered the map from. You can absolutely trick somebody with this. Alright, what do we get? Earth-warded bracers of constitution. The fortification would be nice. I thought this was going to be the one with the rocks enchantment, but it's not. Dagger, Ice Lord, don't need that. Negative healing amplification. I'm not undead, I don't need that. I don't need any of these. Just take that so I can sell it. Alright, that was 2 quests. You can see there are 2 more here on the side. So there is 1 more crystal to attune to, and then the Forbidden Temple itself. I'll tackle those next video. Until then, thank you for watching.